I wanted to create a lens flare that I could control from a particle system. In order to do that, I created a shader that would give me control over every different part of the flare. The settings are all available from the material properties. For each part of the flare, I can control the size, the distance from the origin, the color, and the alpha. The shader itself needs a special mesh to work with it. I created the mesh from several circles that I collapsed, but not merged, into a single spot at the pivot of the mesh. The shader uses the UVs to recreate the circle with the appropriate size setting by multiplying the UVs by the camera right vector and then by the camera up vector. Each circle also has UV2 baked into it in order for me to mask out the different parts in the shader. I use the clip space position to determine in which direction the different parts of the flare must move. I scaled the mesh to keep a consistent size in the screen by multiplying the mesh size with the distance between the camera and the flare. I also made the lens flare scale up and down based on its position in clip space. In order to control the color, I'm using a texture gradient. The third setting in the flare settings control which row of the texture is being used. The shader uses two different channels for the texture to lerp between a crisp and a blurry version of the texture based on the distance with the center of the screen. Finally, since this is for use with a particle system, I used a custom vertex stream to control the distance of the different pieces, allowing me more options as to how I want the flare to appear when it spawns. I intend to use that lens flare in a project where I'm recreating a VFX from a classic JRPG. Thanks for watching.